So we have drawn our calm spring day, our breezy summer day. Now we are going to draw our strong wind fall day. So we're going to start again with that same tree. So we're going to draw in the same spot, and we're going to draw 2 lines up for the trunk, and then a branch off the side, a branch off the other side, and then 2 up the middle, and then add those little branches, 2 lines for each branch, and draw the same branches that you drew in the first 2 pictures. Next, we're going to draw the leaves around it. So we're going to do the same thing as last time, kind of do those little short jaggedy lines all the way around. Keep going with those all the way around your tree. Try to stay inside the box that you're working in, so be aware of where that fold line is. And then you're going to add in a few of those little leaf shapes around it. You can add some lines on the inside. And remember, when you're coloring this one in, you're going to have different colors, because in the spring and in the summer you might have green leaves, but in the fall they start to change colors. So think about what colors you want your leaves to be for this fall picture. And then this is a strong wind day, so when I draw my grass line for my horizon line, I'm going to draw the grass really bending over, and again we're going to have the wind going sideways across it like this. So I'm going to draw those grass lines, and they're really bending now. So they're all kind of bending sideways. They're all bending sideways all the way across, because it's a strong wind day, so the strong wind keeps blowing nice and strong. Okay, so I've got my strong wind day, so the wind's blowing. I'm going to add some more leaves flowing, because in the fall a lot more leaves fall, and if there's a strong wind day there's definitely going to be some leaves blowing in the wind, right? So I'm going to draw some leaves, and I'm going to draw them kind of in different spots, like they're being blown across. And you can choose what shape your leaves are. You might draw a different type of leaf. And because we are going to use some of those techniques we talked about when we looked at artwork by other people that showed wind, we are going to use those lines again to show wind, just like the artists we looked at used brush strokes to show wind. So this time they're going to be a little longer and a little bit more lines, because it's a strong wind day. So I'm going to draw some lines in here. You can see I'm just adding some curved lines in here. And then if you want to, you can add some lines showing that the leaves are moving too. So we've got strong wind blowing here. Now, because it's a strong wind day and it's fall, we can decide what we want to draw to show that that wind is blowing nice and strong. So I think I'm going to add a kite in this picture, because we talked about how kites can't fly unless there's a strong wind. So I'm going to draw a string from the kite coming up here, and then I'm going to draw my kite right in here so it fits between these lines that I drew. So I'm going to start with my shape of my kite. So I'm going to do kind of a diamond shape, just like that. And then I'm going to draw a line across the middle and a line down the middle like this. Then I'm going to draw my string coming down, and it's going to be pretty straight, but it's going to go on an angle because that wind's pulling it sideways. And then I'm going to draw that tail for the kite. They have those things that hang off of them to help them fly a little bit more smoothly. So it's going to be a line that comes off like this, blowing the direction that the wind's going. And then I'm going to draw a little, they've got little things that come off of it they kind of help it so that it doesn't blow so crazy. It kind of helps control the way that it's flying. So there's my kite. And all kites are a little different, so if you want to draw yours a little bit differently, you can do a different length or a different shape a little bit if you want to. Then you can add other things to make it look more like a fall day, like maybe you want to add a scarecrow or some pumpkins, something that you think would make it look more like a fall day. But remember, when you're adding those details, that it's a strong wind day, so things are going to be blowing in the wind. If you have a scarecrow, it's going to probably have parts that are kind of blowing sideways, things like that. So think about what you're adding and how it's going to show that strong wind.